But if we rethink of it, and we can make lots of things out of it. Rethinking this discard and changing how we think about waste and what we do with it. That we can make a lots of things from the accessories to the furnishings and garments and many more things. So, who is being affected by the problem? As I said earlier, textile is globally expanding problem due to the fast fashion and everything. The growing problem of waste management affects landfill, green motherland, textile industry workers, people living around this industry, human resources, society, and environment. Now let's see the next. Criticism of fast fashion leave a pollution footprint with each step of clothing life cycle, generating potential environmental and occupational hazards and creating a negative environment impact. Who will, who will be or has been impacted by the solutions? Upcycling textile waste plays major role in sustainability criteria of economical, environmental, and social dimensions. Buying these upcycled products will say conserve the water, air, everything during this COVID situations. If you have read from the newspaper and anything, you will come to know what is the now the today Ganga river, Yamuna rivers are all has a clear water. For them, our government and yes, everyone has tried from so long, but it's not possible. But why this COVID situation has made it very clear. So buying upcycle, then it is also helping creating employment, thus increasing socio-economical productivity of youth, women, community. For this, I will explain you during my by giving the example of my brand. Upcycling is an entirely new wave of entrepreneur innovation. Textile upcycling industries has a greater potentials to expand. Guys, we will share this all slides afterwards to you if you want. And as a consumer, now, as I said earlier, the consumer are now more conscious about what they want to buy, and they are now they know what is the effect of the fast fashions. Now in US and everywhere there is some groups, Lohas groups. Lohas is the lifestyle of healthy and sustainable people. So these people are more conscious about buying the product, sustainable product from the food, fashion, everything. So it should not effect harmful to the earth. Now let's talk about my brand. I'm Bhavini Parikh, and my brand is a Banko Janko. We are into the sustainable fashion. We make the garment, furnishings, accessories, everything out of unused textiles. About my brand, I'm not so fast, right? Here. Hello. Hello.
No, ma'am, you're clear.
Okay. Banko Janko is a sustainable fashion brand which works on a pre-consumed textile waste and recreate fashion products out of it, which can be used for a daily lifestyle to contribute small efforts in a way to control environmental sustainability. Generating women empowerment is the ground of this brand. It is said that education increases people's self-confidence and also enables them to find better jobs. We guide women from rural areas to basic stitches and basic tailoring on the basis of which they can pursue employment. See, this is the basic about our brand, how what is the problem and how we are creating the solution. Textile industry is the second most polluting industry in the world after the oil. And it is estimated that 400 billion that I've already told you. So this we have made it in a very simple form for our catalog. Our goal is to fight back against some of the fashion industry's biggest textile waste. We want to industrialize textile upcycling globally as a common practice, making simple and stylish lifestyle products of highest quality using upcycled factory floor fabric scrap in order to reduce pollution created by garment production. It involves providing scope for entrepreneurship development. Our vision and mission: recreate the fashion industry and lead it to the future of sustainability. We want to industrialize textile upcycling globally as a common practice. It our mission is to create a beauty from textile waste upcycling for environmental sustainability and socio-economical development by empowering women and creating young entrepreneurs. Behind the scene, the urgency to the upcycling textile waste. The, this is the one surface ornament. I will tell you about my journey, little bit about my journey. I've not done any special course in textile or anything, but I missed after that. See, I've started my journey with the surface ornamentations, that is doing the hand embroidery work on the garments and textiles and everything. And it started with the lila lace. During that time also, I've struggled a lot to do all that things because I don't have any specific training in this area. First, when I made first lot and I've given to them, my full production load rejected because of the some quality testing. Then after we come to know this is the problem, and then we started making like that, solve that problem, and then we started. So yeah, this why I'm telling you, see, don't worry about the problem comes, but you have to do it, right? I will tell you one story about my journey. That is, when I started in 1919, uh, I went to one menu, this export house. I said I want to do something. I will do the hand embroideries, and if you can give us that work. They said no. How many ladies you have? How many pieces you can make it and give it to us? Said I have five women, and I can give you 10 to 15 pieces per day. So they said no, we need 50 to 80 pieces per day minimum. I said, but if you can give us a chance, I can try. He said, no, no, we can't. Then someone said, you can get, you tried out in the Lila list. In the Lila Penta, they have the manufacturing unit at that time in Marol. I went there, and I told them, can you please give me this type of the work? I do the hand embroideries and bead work and everything. So same question he also asked me, how many women or how many ladies you have, and how many pieces per day you can give. I said I have 5-6 ladies, and I can. Here they said 15-20. They said no, we can't do. I said 50 pieces I will do. So they said no, no, we need 100 pieces. I said, but if you give me a chance, I can try my best. So they said, yeah, you आप educated लगते हो, अच्छे घर पे लगते हो, we'll give you one chance. And मेरे जिम्मेदारी पे आपको एक हफ्ते का टाइम देता हूँ, एक हफ्ते में आपको 100 pieces करके देना है. I said fine, and thus then I went to my I took this garments. At that time it is a white shirt. On that we have to do the beadwork and all that. So when I came to home, then I said I was tensed how I will be able to finish it. Then I told my house servant कि मौसी आपके एरिया में लेके जाओगे, आपके वहाँ कोई ऐसे काम करता है? तो बोले नहीं, खाखरा बाखरा बनाते हैं. ऐसे चलो हम जाके. मैं वहाँ पे गई उनके साथ में, और वहाँ पे जाने के बाद मैंने उन लेडीज लोग को पूछा कि आप ऐसे बीड वर्क बीड्स का लगाना है शर्ट पे, कि ऐसे काम करोगे क्या? तो दे सेड नो, हमें तो आता नहीं है. ऐसे कि आप ये खाखरा बनाते कितना कमा लेते? तो बोले कि हम लोग 10-20 रुपीज तक कमा लेते. मैं बोली आपको 50 रुपीज कमाने को मिलेगा दिन का? तो बोले कि हाँ हम करेंगे. तो लेकिन हमें ये आता नहीं. मैं बोली आपको सुई धागा पकड़ना आता है? बाकी का मेरे पे छोड़, आई विल टीच यू. मैं वहां पे ही बैठ गई उनके वहां, उनको सिखाया और उनको 5 शर्ट देके आई. और शाम को उनके वहां से, उनके घर में से और दूसरे 2-3 जन आए और 5-5 शर्ट करके 25 पीसेस तो लेके गए. दूसरे दिन से ऐसा हुआ कि मेरे वहां 10-15 जन आने चालू हो गए. दे ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड मेकिंग. लाइक दिस आई स्टार्टेड माई जर्नी फ्रॉम स्क्रैच. So this is the small example I was giving you, and how I started. And this is my manufacturing unit. I have a 3 manufacturing unit in Jaipur now. Then during this, after that, I started in 2007. I went to US, and after coming to US, I decided I want to start my own manufacturing, garment manufacturing. And thus I started making the garments for the ethnicity and other big brand and small brand. I work for so many brands in the export houses and many more. And then I started doing the white labeling. So during that time we come to know that so much textile goes to the scraps, and इतना अच्छा होता है fabrics और हमें scrap में जाने देना पड़ता है तो it hurts you. Then at that time my daughter was used to come to the factory. She started making the jackets and everything out of that for herself. And then we decided why not to make the this line garments and garments from that scraps, and we started making the garments from it. And she was doing the exhibition during that time, and we got a wonderful response from the people. They liking it, they appreciating it, and thus my journey started. Then my daughter suggested me, why mom you are not making the brand? And then we thought of making the brand. So does the Banco Junko exist? Banco Junko, Banco is the art decorations relation, and Junko is from the junk. So this is a uniqueness about Banco Junko.
Hajar?
It is a creative, it's a revolutionized and concept of Indian wear, usage of leftover fabric scraps, and limited editions. It is affordable, sustainable, and innovative. And after that, we are also making from the scrap which is not used. And if it is a cotton or anything very small, from that we started making the same paper. We have done the collaboration with one of the factory who are making the paper to make the seed paper for us from our textiles. And as I said earlier, also from 1990, my journey is for the women empowerment. I provide the work to the women and try to give them maximum work. See, this is a patchwork. This is a patchwork. It is here. All the women are doing the patchwork and things. Earlier they don't have the house. Now they have the three-floor house. Their children are to colleges, schools, everything like that. I've also trained the students for utilizing the upcycle textiles to make the different products, accessories, wall frames, and many more things. This is a media in which my startup is featured. And this is my contact details, social media exists, contact details, wherever you would like to connect. We have guys, we have only one word. It is up to us to make it better however we can. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, we have one question over here. Ideally, there are questions coming up, so we'll keep sharing the questions with you. So, one of the question is to become a sustainable design or get into this industry of sustainability. Is there any specific background that a student should carry? My voice is not audible.
Hello.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. No.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So there is a question like, what should be the qualification of a student if he wants to become a sustainable designer?
Okay, for qualification, if see here, if, I can say from after SSC also you can do this fashion designing. In that, the sustainable fashion is involved in that, and it is too much useful for this thing. See, fashion designing, sustainable fashion designer. Say if you become a fashion designer or sustainable fashion designer, they can get involved in the wide research, optimizes the uses of resources and fabrics at the same time with other professionals also like us. Then very often a team of professionals get together to ideate a designer or create a style to appeal the masses. The industry will throw some of the toughest challenge at you to push you to perform your best. Like now the COVID situation. So now lots of research and for the sustainable fabric is going on due to the COVID situation. So lots and lots of opportunities there. For these things, I will say after SSC, you can do this sustainable fashion course. After graduation also, if you are interested, you can do after graduation. There is a lots and lots of, yeah, as you know, the technology is also involved in that nowadays. So that also will be helpful.
Okay, so ma'am, there is a question like, uh, is it okay? This is, I guess, answered. So there is a question where it is said that what inspired you to take the name Bunko Junko?
What inspired you? What inspired you?
What inspired you to take your brand name as Bunko Junko?
Banco Janko. Yeah. For brand name, I will say uh, when I was when my daughter told me, "Okay, mom, you should have some brand or something." I said, "लेकिन हम क्या नाम रखेंगे? What the name of the brand? I want name should be something different, like you know that some different brand name like that paperfry.com. It is not at all connected with the furniture, you know, but it is so impressive. I said I want something like that. But we decided we want to make the name from B and from J. So B for Bhavi and J for J. And thus we were brainstorming one day. So from J she said Junko. I said, what is this Junko? Junko. Okay, ठीक है करके we stop. And then I said, what about the B? Then all of a sudden Banco Junko. Then like this, just the Banco Junko name came. But we said, what is the meaning of the Banco Junko? Let's search about that. What will be the name? Sounds very rhythmic, very enjoying. You know, when you speak, you feel good. So I said, yeah, the name is very nice, Banco Junko, Banco Junko. And then we started searching on the Google. 3 days consecutively, we were searching name for the Banco Junko. We will not find any solution. And all of a sudden, one day, at night, 12 o'clock, I was thinking, God, please help me. And you know, when I was searching on a Google, I got meaning of Banko in Japanese. It is art decoration creations. Oh, I said, fine, wonderful, done, I'm done. Now art decoration creations from the junk. Junko is the junk, so Banko Junko. And thus this name came.
Great, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, what if we don't have enough money to start business? How to start is a
See,
question.
for startup also, for enough money to start any business, see, I will say money is not only the priorities. I've started my business only with the 500 rupees, and that also I took it from my papa. No one was ready, you know, at that time. No one was ready to. Uh, if I had enough money, but they don't want to invest for daughter-in-law or anything, you know. So they don't want to support. So I told my papa I want to do something and I need a 500 rupees and he gave me. So for this money, if you are sure you want to do it, you can start with the start with whatever money. You should have the patience, ambitions. You want to do it and you can do it. Nowadays there is a lots of startup agencies and many investors, angel investors, and many are there who supports the startup if you have the super ideas and if you want, if you can now the bank loans and many things. So money is not the priority.
Okay.
Right?
So,
So go ahead, and if you are interested, you do it. The money will come automatically. It will come in your way. So,
So we
Somoshri,
have
right?
two more questions. We have a question like, how can we learn patchwork? Can you explain about patchwork process? So ideally explaining the process, I will answer this, ma'am. The process of patchwork itself, explaining is very easy. मतलब कुछ भी फटा है आप कपड़ा ले लो उसको लगा लो, लेकिन you need to have the understanding of the material, you need to have the understanding of the textile, you need to know what will go with what, and all that is a process of learning which you learn when you are learning the program of sustainable design, because what ma'am has briefed you in detail is about upcycling. So sustainable design is not all about only upcycling. We have shared you around 10 patterns which are there. It is a complete process, and everything on its own has a specialization within it, which while ma'am teaches you, you'll come to know. And then we have a question, where can this course be done? This course can be done with our own campus also. Ma'am is our mentor, and she herself will be teaching sustainable design with Aditya College. So if you specifically want to specialize and understand this skill, because going forward India is going to flourish because of this is one of the understandings which have come up. So definitely this program is available. It will be available in an online structure, it will also be available as an offline structure. You will soon be getting to know about it. Stay posted with us. In level 3 we'll let you know, we'll explore a lot of courses with you, and you can decide whether you want to get into the learning pattern or not.
Is it applicable for the commerce student? Yes, you can also do the commerce or science. It doesn't matter. If you have the passion, you can do it. Right?
Right. Then is sustainable design thought as a part of fashion design? Yes, it is. But if you're doing a degree program, ideally it is going to be just maybe a 40-minute or a 30-minute session where it is a topic which you are made aware about. You are not trained in detail. Training in detail is a different concept, and having it as a part of your graduating syllabus is different. Even when you come to specialization courses, it being a specialization program, it will have a separate program on its own, which probably has a duration of 3 to 4 months. Because when we say sustainable design, it is not that learned and left. You will learn, you will actually get into garment creation, and you will end up with constructions. This is how it happens. So ma'am, we are exactly on time. We have 2 minutes to go, and you have I guess we have answered most of the queries. There is no question which is untouched. At the same time, for sustainable design, guys, if you have more questions, you can keep pushing it on the group. You can push it on us, and we will put it to ma'am. We'll get you the required answers back to it. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable time. Your inputs were extremely helpful. And for anything forward, we'll get in touch with you.
Thank you, Trina. Thank you. The Fashion Design Institute, like Aditya Institute, provide education and training to the students, budding talent, creativity and innovation life in the student. A fashion design school gives wings to their dreams. So guys, go ahead and fly.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.